Hi everyone. Hi guys. Yes, I'm doing free reads. Sorry if you hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm gonna mute my stuff so that you guys don't hear everything twice, and I hope I'm in a good angle. Awesome. All right, so we will start with, I'll actually start with Coco. I'll literally just go down the list. I'm going to keep it a little shorter than what I did last time, just because I feel like I go on forever and ever, and I want to get as much as I can. Hey, C-Love, how are you? Hey. So I'll literally start from just going down the list. So it'll be as you guys came in, that's how I'll keep it. And I'm going to do it a little shorter than what I've done before, like I said, just because I want to get as many people as I can. And we'll take it from there. So Coco, once you're ready, go ahead and post your questions, or post your question, please. And I'm just going to do a 3-card draw, and then we'll get it going. It's me. You'll go after Coco. I'm going to go with Coco because Coco is, or Whaley was, the first one in here. Oh, there's your question, Coco. Okay. How is my ex Cancer feel towards me? Does she want to reconcile? She Cancer sign and Aquarius. All right. So I'm going to shuffle for you, Coco. And let's get this going. Aw, C-Love, send me a message. You got my email. Email me. And maybe we'll answer a question through there. So send me an email, my dear. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to scroll back up. Let me go back up to where your question was, Coco. How is my ex Cancer feeling towards you? Does she want to reconcile? Let's see. I'm going to do 3 cards. I'll pull a clarifier if I need to. So let's see. How is your ex Cancer feeling towards you? And does she want to reconcile? So this is for Coco. Let's see, Coco. How's your ex Cancer feeling towards you? 2 of Swords. And does she want to reconcile? Okay. With the 6 of Pentacles and Knight of Swords. All right, Coco. So how does she feel towards you, and does she want to reconcile? Right now, to be honest with you, I feel like there's a part of her that wants to reach out to you, and there's a part of her that's like, I don't know if I should. So it's like at some point she wants to be this knight, right? And she wants to come in really fast and talk to you and express how she feels. But then at other times she's not. And you see how the knight is in the reverse? So it's like very undecisive. With the 2 of Swords here, it's kind of like she's in her head about this. She's kind of like, I don't think she's finding that balance in between how she's feeling. You know, one second she wants to love you and be together, and then the next second she's like, no, I don't want to do that. I have to tell you, Coco, this card for me is also a health card. So this in and out might be something health related, maybe not exactly for her, but maybe something around her is she's like influenced by this health, or maybe someone around her is sick or something like that. That's another like translation for this card. Or it could just remain as, you know, she's just in and out, like she doesn't have this set balance, right? She's unbalanced, the cards in the reverse. So she's, you know, sometimes she loves you, other times she doesn't. and it's like it's hard for her to make that decision. So I don't think she hates you, Coco. I don't think that she's just like you know, no, I never want to be with you, but she's so like hot and cold almost. You know what I'm saying? So does she want to reconcile? I think sometimes she does, but then sometimes she doesn't. Like kind of bipolar-ish kind of feels, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I got here, hun. So I hope that helps. So I don't think it's, something bad. I don't think it's that she hates you. I don't think that she doesn't love you. There's definitely feelings there. There's definitely emotions there, but she's really like, up and down. Like one day she wants to text you and call you like all day. The next day she's like, I don't know you. She leaves you on read, she doesn't answer. So it's like, she's in her head about it. She really is. Will she actually come forth? I don't know. And to be honest with you, Coco, if she does come forth, I wouldn't, take it with a grain of salt. Don't jump at whatever she comes forth and she tells you, right? So if she's like, yeah, 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 I want to be with you right now, just kind of, take it slow with her, because this Knight of Swords, he's very fast moving, right? But she doesn't know what she wants right now. She really doesn't. It's like she wants to be booed up, but she wants to be single at the same time too. So I don't think it's bad, Coco, but I don't think she knows truly what she wants. So I hope that helps you, my dear. The next one, you're welcome, Coco. You're welcome. The next one was It's Me, Ariel, right? Okay. Woo. So let's see. Is there any new love coming in for me in the month of May or June? I kind of suck with time. It's me. I'll be honest with you. I kind of suck with time, but I'll try and get as close to it as I possibly can. Or have I already met them? We'll see. We'll see. And do you say your name Ariel? It's me, Ariel, or Ariel. I don't know. My Spanish wants to say it one way, and then my English wants to say it another way. Yes, the first. Okay, so it's me, Ariel. Yes? I want to make sure that I'm going to say your name right and I'm not jacking it up. All right, yes. So is there any new love coming in for me in the month of May or June? Or have you already met them? Okay. This is for It's Me, Ariel. New love, May and June. Do you already know them? Let's see what comes up. All right, Queen of Swords. With Judgment. For some reason, I love the Judgment card. Did someone just jump in reverse? No, okay, sorry. For some reason, there we go. Okay, Ariel, it's me. Let's see. I want to make sure that I'm answering right. Is there any new love coming in for me in the month of May or June? Do you already know them? I'll have to be honest with you. With the Queen of Swords being here and Judgment and the Five of Cups in the reverse, I if you've already met this person, you've kind of already iced this person out. And if it's, I'm going to read it to you both ways, because truth be told, like this really can't, like I can express this in two ways. Okay. So whichever one your gut and your intuition is telling you, it's me, Ariel, that's what the reading that's for you, take that one. Okay. Take the one that you feel like, oh yeah, like that, the one that resonates. So if this is someone that's already come back or somebody that you've already iced out, right? Because the Queen of Swords, excuse my French, she's a bitch. So it might have been an ex of yours that you were just like skirt, like you cut them off, like you cut them off cold turkey, like no more text, no more calls, no more nothing. Literally someone you walked away from. If it's an ex, it's somebody that has revamped themselves. With the Judgment card right next to the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is in the reverse, which is what's making me feel like it's an ex, right? This person has done a full 360, like a full on 360, right? It's like they whatever like, I don't want to call them a shitty person, but I think whatever you like, that one thing that bothered you about them or that like pissed you off about them is exactly what they fixed. Does that make sense? Like, whether it was like he had a badass attitude or whatever it was, like it's like they're revamping that, right? And they're gonna come back and be like, pow, look at me now, I'm the Queen of Swords. So like they stepped their game up. If this is a new person, I feel like you and this person are going to bump heads. You guys are going to bump heads hardcore. Like with the Queen of Swords here, it's kind of like you guys, you've ever like met someone that you guys didn't like each other at first and then you become like best friends later on. That's going to be this person. If this is a new person, right? Because it can go both ways. You and this person are going to bump heads. Like, you are not gonna like them, they're not gonna like you, they're gonna think you're a total bitch. And then and I don't mean that with disrespect, I promise, I meant that like with love. But it's like it's gonna be that kind of relationship, right? And then you guys are gonna come together, you guys are gonna squash the beef, right? And then things will be okay. So if it's someone from the past, this person revamped themselves. If it's someone new, you guys are definitely like just not gonna like each other right away. If it's going in your question, you asked May or June. Honestly, like I don't know. I don't know. Like, I feel like this situation here, whether it's for the old or for the new, is going to come in very slow. I'm just getting the feel that it's just going to come slow. I say that intuitively, right? Because with judgment is endings. And endings, I don't see this being very something fast. I don't know. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. Maybe you guys might meet in June or July, but I don't see it actually really going forward in that time frame. If I really had to give you May or June, I would say no. I would say this is someone who you're going to have communication with, but it's going to be very sporadic, right? A DM here, a text message there, a phone call there. I don't see there being like a full force engagement, like you guys actually coming together in May or in June. So I hope that helps you, my dear. Okay. Let me see. So maybe Jordan. Well, I hope Jordan, like, if it's that ex, like, did something new. Because you ain't having it. You're welcome, hon. You're welcome. All right, let me go back to the top. And let me see who was next. So after Coco was It's Me, Ariel. And then there was XOXO Rocio? I don't know. XOXO, if you're still in here, my dear, and you want a question, or you want like a read, let me know because you're up on the list. And guys, I'm literally like just going right down. Yay. That's how you say it. Oh, okay. So it's like Rocio, yeah? XOXO Rocio. All right, I'm telling you, my Spanish wants to jump in and say things all kinds of different. Okay, so will me and my guy friend Osvaldo ever be in a relationship? If yes, will that be? When will that be? Should I move on from him while I'm at it? Sorry, it's just, I'm curious. Girl, it's okay. That's what I'm here for, to answer all the curiosity. Let's see. So will me and my guy friend Osvaldo ever be in a relationship? Doesn't that suck? When you like really, really like someone and it's like you don't know where you stand with them and your emotions are all over the place and Dios mío. And Siba, yes. Hi, Oak Tree. I'm excited too. Honestly, that's why I jumped on here because I was just so ready. And thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Oh, what the heck am I doing? I'm shuffling all kinds of funky. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, but Siba, yes, definitely I'll answer a question. And anytime I'm live, I answer my questions for free. And yes, the struggle is real. It sucks. It sucks, man. It's horrible. Okay, let me focus. Will me and my guy friend Osvaldo ever be in a relationship? Will you ever be in a relationship? So I'm going to try and answer the questions with the cards. If I need clarification, then I'll bring it all. I'll clarify. I'm going to keep it for the same draw. Ooh, what flipped? King of Cups. In the reverse. So I know you guys see it upright, but because I'm reading the cards are in like the reverse to me, right? So to you, it looks like the King of Cups is in the upright, but to me, because I'm reading, he's in the reverse. So in case you hear me like describe your cards and you're like, wait, girl, what the heck are you talking about? Just know that that's where that comes from. Just to clarify, I don't want you guys to think I'm cheating or like not reading the cards properly. Well, me and my guy friend was like, ever be well, sorry. Will you ever be in a relationship? Okay. Okay. Will you ever be in a relationship? Here. A part a part of your thing, XO says, should I move on from him while I'm at it? Let me tell you, either you or him are surrounded by people, right? I get that there's a lot of temptation around. So I don't know if maybe he's like this good looking guy, right? With the King of Cups in the reverse. For some reason, to me, the King of Cups is always someone really handsome, is always someone who gets all the ladies, who's a ladies' man, basically, right? And then here you have the card of choice. So here you have this handsome guy with like all this stuff here. So I get that there's a lot of influences around him, right? I don't want to be like he got a lot of hoes or I don't want to say things like that. But there are a lot of other people involved. With this Ace of Wands, like this to me is just sex, right? It's just sex. I honestly want to tell you, if this is someone that you're thinking about getting involved with, I wouldn't mess with this energy right here, my dear. I wouldn't. This is not someone who is ready to give love. He's not. You got King of Cups, right? And follow me. You see how the King of Cups have one cup in his hand? And look over here. It's almost like he's standing there with his one cup and he's like, I got all these cups I can choose from. I'm gonna keep my cup safe, but I'm just gonna stand here and see out of all these people how many of these cups can I fill with my one cup. Does that make sense? Like I don't see this being someone that is serious right now. So, if you just want to like wham bam, thank you ma'am, and you want to Netflix and chill, here you go, boo. Like, this is your person to Netflix and chill with. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I don't mean that in a vulgar way. I mean that in the reality, right? Because come on, let's like, it's 2019. Like, everybody's trying to Netflix and chill. If this is someone that you're trying to be serious with, I wouldn't invest your time into this. I wouldn't, honey. I really wouldn't, because this person is not, he's just not that one right now. I'm not saying that he can't grow up and really become this King of Cups, but right now he's not in that energy to focus on one person. So this right here would end up just really being devastating to you, because he's just not about it right now. Right now it's just kind of like, there's a lot of sex involved. There's a lot of, there's a lot of passion, if you will, but I don't see it really being like, let me focus on you, you'll be the only person in my life. I don't see that right now. I don't see that. I don't I Yeah, this just, I don't. So if you're just trying to, how do I say, if you're just trying to have fun, go for it. Go for it, because he's not going to turn you down. If you've already had fun with him, you can continue to have fun. If you haven't, and you guys, if it's something you've contemplated on, I wouldn't go that route. And by fun, I'm talking about sex, in case you didn't know that. I'm like at a loss of words. Rosa, like, just no, 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 no. If you're trying to get involved with this person emotionally, like, I wouldn't. I just, no, no, no. If you're trying to have fun, yes. Okay. If you're trying to hanky panky, yes. If you're trying to get love, mamas, don't do it. Just don't do it. Please don't do it. I would hate to just even feel this heartbreak right now. He's not about it. He's not going to be about it with you. We can't change guys. So I wouldn't. I think a part of your question was like, should you like wait, or like, should you move on? Yeah, move on. Like, don't get your heart broken over this right now, because he ain't about it. And I'm sorry to say it like that, my dear, but I gotta give you the tea. So I hope that helped. Sorry, I really hope that helped. I'm trying to be serious with him, but oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that he doesn't have emotions there, right? Because the King of Cups did come out. That's like the ultimate guy, right? Like the ultimate uh emotional one. But it's just right now is not that time. Maybe when he's older and he grows up a little bit more, and I don't mean by age, I mean just maturity wise, that King of Cups might just flip over and he's ready to have the one. But right now he's not ready to have the one. He's not, like, So let me see who was after XO. Okay, so we did Coco, we did It's Me, Ariel. We did XO Rocio. And next was Lydia Taveras. Lydia, if you're still here, my dear, and you want, oh, there you go. Sorry. Aw, thanks, XOXO. I appreciate that. I try to be honest, like in a pleasant way, but thank you for appreciating that. I was waiting patiently. I'm sorry. I know I am just, I talk too much sometimes. Hey, what do my guides want me to know? What do I need to know right now? Thank you. Okay. I'll tell you what. I don't do like guide readings, and that's just for my own protection. I'm like scared to open that portal, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really know how to protect myself in that manner. But I will ask, like, what do you need to know right now? Does that make sense? Like, I rather ask it in the form of like asking the universe than to ask directly your guides. Does that make sense? Like, I hope that makes sense. Okay, awesome. Okay, that's fine. Thank you, my dear. I'm so sorry. I have to be honest with you. Like that scares me. I know that sounds terrible to say because I do tarot, but that scares me. So let's see. What does Miss Lydia need to know right now? I like messages like that. I love those kind of like, that'll probably be my next video. Thanks for the idea, Lydia. I appreciate that. That'll be my next pick a card. And I'll like dedicate that to you for the inspiration. Because that's awesome. I like that message. Like what you need to know right now. I think a lot of people need messages right now. So that was pretty cool. Thanks for that. Let's see. What does Lydia need to know right now? What does Lydia need to know right now? Okay. You got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse with the Six of Pentacles in the upright. And the Devil in the reverse. Okay. So Lydia, what do you need to know right now? Right now, you need to know that you matter more than anyone. Right now, I think you need to know that you should worry more about yourself and not so much about other people, right? Focus more on you. The reason I'm saying that is because here you have the Nine of Pentacles and she's in the reverse. To me, when the Nine of Pentacles is like this, she's got it going on. Like this is the single lady card. This is a lady who is on and popping and she is just like, she's got it all. But in your case, she's in the reverse. So to me, it's almost like a neglect. There's something that you're neglecting. It might be finances, right? Because look, you have pentacles here and you have pentacles here. And I don't mean to like put your business out there, but if you are an emotional spender, try and cut that tie. Try to save versus spend. This to me, as I said a little earlier, this is a health card for me as well, right? Focus on your health too. Don't neglect your health. Don't like how do I say? Like if you feel that you're overweight, do something about it. If your emotional health is not right, do something about it, right? Look, the devil's here. Like it's cutting ties with addictions, whether it's an addiction to shopping, it's an addiction to food, it's an addiction to sex, drugs, porn, whatever, right? And it can be emotional addictions too, right? Like you have people that are habitual liars, you have people that are emotionally codependent of other people. So there's a couple ways that this can go, but what you need to hear right now is focus on you, work on yourself. I know that that's easier said than done sometimes, right? Because like when you're so used to doing things the way you've always done them, right? Here's the devil. When we're so used to our habits, it's so hard for us to break that. It is so freaking hard. Like, and I get that. Everyone in this chat room can, or what, I don't even know if I should call this a chat room. We all know what that's like, right? We all know what it's like to say, dang, I don't look good, let me work out. But then we come home tired as hell. If you got kids, I know that's draining to come home and be like, I don't want to go and work out, I don't want to go and do this, I don't want to go do that. What you need to hear right now is like, stop it. Stop it, right? Save your money. Focus on your money. Save it. If you're spending like crazy or what, just save it. Save it. If you're thinking about making a big purchase right now, don't do it. Stay within your own financial lane. If deep down you know you can't afford it, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Your health matters too, right? Focus on your health too. Even if it's 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day, it doesn't matter. A little bit goes a long way. So, what's your message right now, mamas? Your message right now is whatever you know that you need to pay attention to in your life, that's what you need to do. The two main things that I have here is finances and health. And I feel like one of those, to be honest, I think both of those are an issue, right? And look, here's the devil, my dear. Like, this is something that is going to be hard for you to overcome. This is going to be something that seems almost impossible because you have been this way for so long, right? But it's something that it's better to make small changes now than to regret not making those changes later on. Does that make sense? It's like people with diabetes, right? You hear diabetes your whole life and you're like, that'll never happen, that'll never happen, that'll never happen, while you're shoving like Krispy Kreme donuts down your throat. And then later on, you're like, what the heck? Why did I get this? Well, that's how. Does that make sense? Like, I hope that like I hope that came out the way I wanted it to come out, and I hope I didn't sound like a total asshole. But I hope you get what I mean. I've been overworking myself. Oh my god, 7 days, girl. No. No, 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 my dear. You need a break, mamas. You need a break. Don't let that. I saw this post. Someone sent me this post yesterday or a couple days ago, and it said something like, it sucks that we work so hard for other people that will replace us within a week if we drop dead. It was something along those lines, and holy moly, like, mamas, no, 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 no. I mean, if you need it financially, I get it. We've all been there. We've all struggled. We've all had a dollar to our name. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something that you can really take a break from, then take a break from, because that's unhealthy. That's unhealthy. And just work on you. Take care of you. You and your own health. So keep me posted, dear. I'd love to know. And how do I say? I don't need it all. I'm only 20. Oh my God, you're only 20. Oh no. You should be having fun and going out and just having fun. You're way too young to be doing that to yourself right now. Look at me preaching like if I'm far from 20. Oh, I crack myself up sometimes. All right, sorry guys, I'm gonna scroll back up. So we did Coco. It's me, Ariel, EXO, Rosario, Lydia. After Lydia, we had Oak Tree. So Oak Tree, if you're still here, please post your question. Dang, you guys are young. Oh my gosh. 2019. Oh yeah, Oak Tree, you're here. You just posted. So you're up next, dear. Go ahead and post your question for me, please. And as I'm scrolling up, I see your comment. Yes, good advice for all of us. For me too, because Lord knows I recently started on this like workout kick, and I feel like, woo, I feel great. And no, Sydney of Swords. Nobody's ever told me I sound like J-Lo. If anything, I get like, you sound like a man, or da 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 da, or da 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 da. It's usually the opposite. Okay. Fatima, sorry, I didn't ask if. Oh, of course, yeah, you can ask your question. I'm just going down the list of like, whoever like came into the room and they're still here to the room. I don't know what to call this. Whoever came into the video, I have no idea what to call this. But I'm just basically just going down the line. So yeah, when I get to you, Fatima, I'll answer your question. So going back to Oak Tree. Okay. Does guy I love want to get together with me? Let's see. Does the guy you love want to get together with you? It's like I said earlier, it sucks that we have like emotions for people. And it's like we can't do anything about it. That's terrible. Oh. Let's see. Does the guy you love want to get together with you? Does the guy you love want to get together with you? Oh, I saw what was at the bottom of that, so if it comes out, that'd be cool. I saw that one too. Let's see. The Page of Cups. Here's the guy with the Seven of Swords. With the Queen of Swords. Okay. Does guy I love want to get together with me? Does he want to get together with you, Oak Tree? Does he want to get together with you? I get that he does. Hold on. Before I answer that, I need to clarify. Let me clarify something before I speak. I want to clarify that swords. That Seven of Swords. Give me a second, Oak Tree. I need to pay attention to this. Your question was, the guy I love want to get together with me? Here's what I'm getting. Does he want to get together with you? I get that he does, right? And this right now is a mix of intuition and this is a mix of tarot. He does. I really get that he does, right? You have the Page of Cups here. It's he wants to offer something. Right now, I don't think that he has a lot to offer. And to be honest with you, my dear, I feel like it's because he's getting out of a relationship. Whether you are aware of it or not, he's getting out of something emotional, something that has hurt him. And maybe this is you that is with someone else, or he's seen you with someone else, or he's seen you go through a breakup. But that it's tough because I really want to say it's him. I really want to say that it's him that has gone through something emotionally, because you have the Queen of Swords in the reverse, you have the Nine of Swords, you have the Seven of Swords. Like it's odd because there's something here that has just really hurt him. He's hurt over something, he's stressed over something right now, but I feel it. Like I feel like there's love there, right? There's love there. And for some reason, I don't think that this emotion right here is about you. Like, I don't feel like you're the one that he's losing sleep over, right? I don't feel like you're the one that he's like trying to sneak things away with. I don't get that. That's not what I'm getting at all. I'm getting that because these are all swords, this is the reason why he's feeling like that. So I can't clarify that, Queen. Will you guys? Oh, that's tricky. That's really tricky. Does he want to get together with you? I get that he does. I get that he does. I really get that he does. But there's there's some I don't oof, there's something that he's dealing with right now. There's something that he's dealing with. It might be a family issue. It might be man, there's just plain and simple. Does he want to like? Yeah, there's going to be some kind of movement towards you. It's slow. I can tell you that it's very not slow. Slow's not the word. I'm sorry. It's minimum. It's very tiny. Right. So he's going to make his way towards you. And when he starts getting closer to you, it's going to be little things. Like if you're not paying attention to the small details, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss the little like clues and hints that he's going to start throwing at you, right? For you guys to come together. But this isn't going to happen until this clears up, right? And if it's not like another person that he's coming out of a relationship with, then think of it as thoughts, right? Because swords are your thoughts. He's very trapped, he's very bound, he's very stressed, he's very like, I'm almost getting like, I want to say sad. I want to say sad. And it's like the feeling that like, it's like the energy that I'm getting. Does that make sense? Like it's almost like I'm like, I'm stumbling over my words. I'm stumbling over them, and I feel like it's because of him. He's going through something right now. He really is. I don't think it has to do with you. I don't think that you're like creating this emotional anxiety for him. Girl, I like can barely talk right now. I don't think it's because of you, right? I just think like there's some kind of conflict here. If it's not a person, right, then it's definitely him and his own thoughts. Is there's something, whether it's like a mental illness or there's something that he's battling himself on. Once he like clears this mess up, because this is just a mess right here. This is just an emotional like uh I don't even know what to call this. This is just an emotional mess. Then this can happen, right? But this has him so jacked up in his head that these offers here, these love offers, are going to be very small. So pay attention to them, right? It's going to be little things like, if you guys are in physical contact, it's going to be little things like very subtle, opening the door for you. I don't know, like just tiny things, whatever you can think of, but just small gestures, right? Very small ones. That will eventually lead to more and to bigger things, but this is how it's going to start. It's going to start very small, it's going to start very minimum. So be patient for this, because I don't think it's going to happen like right now, because he has this mess to deal with, but it's going to happen. It will. I hope that made sense. That was hard for me to read. Honestly, like that was hard for me to read. I have to be honest about that. That really was. That really was. But I hope it made sense with your situation, and I hope that that made sense to you. Like, and if you ever find out what the heck is all up in his head, like, I'd love to know. I really would, because that poor guy, like, he's stressed about something. There's something going on there. There really is. And you're welcome. You're welcome. So let me scroll back up and let me see where I was. So after Oak Tree, where am I? So Coco, it's me, XO. We did Lydia. Aw, Sea Love. I don't think Sea Love is here anymore. Dang it. Well, if you are, baby, go ahead and send me something. But then I keep scrolling down, and the next one is Alitzel Rodriguez. If you're here, I'm so sorry because I know I probably jacked up your name, but if you're here, please send me your question. Oh, there you go. Yay, me too, right? Take care. Aw. You too, Oak Tree. Take care of yourself. Okay, there you are. So, my love life is pretty boring. Girl, mine too. Pero perhaps maybe someone exciting is coming towards me this year. Sweet, let's find out. Let's find out. My love life is boring too. Not like boring, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just no, see, but I haven't called you yet. I haven't honestly. I don't think I've scrolled down far enough to see where your name is. But I'll get to you, I promise. And if you don't, you can always I think I said this in one of my last readings. If you go to like some of my like past readings and look in the description, I have my email there. You can always just send me an email with your question. I do free readings too. And that's for anyone in here. That's for anyone. I do free readings. So if you guys just shoot me an email, we'll go ahead and we'll answer some questions. So let's see. So back to it. Miss Rodriguez, how do I pronounce your first name? Alitzel? Alitzel? I'm like trying. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it in English or in Spanish. Ali, A-L-I, Ali. And then I think the T throws me off. Alitzel. Oh, no way. There's no way I said that right. Oh gosh, Lord knows I struggle with names. My English and my Spanish, whew, they just, man. Oh, yeah. That's cool. I'm glad I said that right. Okay, so let's see what's going on this year for your love life. Your love life is pretty boring. Someone exciting is coming towards me this year. Ooh, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Someone exciting. Did somebody flip over? No. Okay. All right, you got the 7 of Cups. I'm not going to comment just yet. I want to make sure. With the 9 of Swords. All right, I'm going to pull. You also got the King of Cups, the Star, and the Page of Cups. I grabbed these because they just came out, so I'm gonna take them. They wanted to come out, so I'm gonna take them. I honestly feel like you are going to have like all kinds of action. Honestly, I feel like you're gonna have this King of Cups, you're gonna have this page, like you are going to have options. I will tell you though, I don't think that any of these people are going to be like the one that you're waiting for. Does that make sense? Like, I get that you're gonna come across like you're gonna come across a lot of people, and I don't mean a lot like 1,000, right? I don't mean a lot like seven, but I mean a lot as in more than one. Look, King of Cups, Page of Cups, right? Um, so when we're asking, like, will you have some excitement? I really do think you are. Like, slowly, these people are going to start trickling in, but I don't see them being long term people. You have the star, right? The star is divine timing, the star is um, wish fulfillment, having just what you've wanted, right? What you waited for. Um, that's not these people. These people are just like temporary people, right? They're people that are just kind of here to spice up your life, right? Or it could also be that this King of Cups is going to come in and you're going to think, right, that he's what you wanted. You're going to think that, oh my gosh, this is the guy for me, right? Like, he's gonna play that Prince Charming. Earlier, I said to me the King of Cups is like handsome and like a Rico Suave, Papi Chulo. So he's gonna present himself like this, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this guy is the bomb.com. And then you might find out that he's a player, and then your feelings are gonna be hurt. Do you follow? So I don't think that like your person is going to be in this group of people, but you're definitely going to have fun with it, right? You might have your person within this group of people, but if you do, it's going to be somebody that is not going to be like bow in your face, right? You might meet both of these people at the same time too. That's a possibility. But this person's not going to stand out as much as this person, right? Because King of Cups, he's Rico Suave. Look, Rico Suave. Options, right? Rico Suave. So you might meet them at the same time, but you're not really going to know that this guy's there, because this one is going to be whispering all these little sweet nothings in your ear that you've been wanting to hear. So this guy is going to kind of get thrown back in the back burner, right? He's like, what's that movie? Is it Duff? Is it Duff where like they say that every like handsome person has like an ugly friend or something like that? That might be this situation. Not that they're actually going to be friends, but you get what I'm saying. And then once you realize that this guy was a phony, then maybe that's when this one kind of starts to come in a little more and like present himself, and like that's when you'll start to see, right? But now that you're aware of this, remember, tarot can change, right? Pay attention to the small guys. Not small guys, let me not say that. But what I mean is don't let like the flashiness, right? Don't let the flashiness blind you. Don't let it blind you. Um, just because homeboy over here is driving a Lexus and this one's driving a Honda doesn't mean anything. Because I'm pretty sure if he's a Honda fan, he knows how to kick this Lexus's ass. I hope that helps. Oh, Lord, that made me laugh. Oh, gosh. Papi Chulo, you got this, girl, being the host of the game. Girl, I'm right there with you. Oh, man. And Laura, yes, you can ask a question. I'm just going down the list. And Siba, the name of the movie, I think it's Duff. Like, I think it's Duff or Buff, or no, I think it's Duff. I think it's Duff. Okay, so let me go. Let me see where I left off. Let me start from the top. So we did Coco, we did here, going back down. Okay, so going down, Do, 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 do. Okay, so Rochelle Road. Going down my list, honey. If you're still here, you are up. Would you be able to use sex? Oh, girl, yes. Yes, I can. I don't have like the one that like that red deck that you see a lot on here, but this is my sexual tarot deck. I love this deck. I am all about the down with the get down. Let's see. I don't think she's in here, is she? That Rochelle. Toot toot toot. Emmett Seba. Where do you land in all of this? Hold on. This is so confusing. Let me start back from the top. So I don't think Rochelle is in here anymore. Keep going down. We did Oak Tree. That's XOXO. Oh, Seal. Yes, there you go. You are new. I mean, not new. I was reading your comment. I'm so sorry. You are up next. Because I don't think Rochelle is in here anymore. So Seba, you're up. Am I saying it right? Seba? Because I don't want to be jacking it up. Laura, I had a feeling you had. Oh, yes, I do. I am here for the sexual tea all day. I love those cards. I absolutely love them. I am Sebastian, Virgo. I'm being sued by a neighbor because we have a bad relationship. Will it go well for me? Oof. Oh, wait, so it's not Seba, it's like Seba, like Sebastian. Okay, I am Sebastian, Virgo. I'm being sued by my neighbor. Oof. Your neighbor. Ouch. Because we have a bad relationship. Now, I don't mean to be all up in your business, but what the heck could you have possibly done to have pissed off someone that bad? Like, holy moly. To be sued, like, Sarah, that's hardcore. That's hardcore. I mean, I'm gonna answer your question, right? As long as you're aware that other people like know your reading. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's ouch, man. That's ouch. Okay. Let's see what's going on. We had many arguments. Arguments over like loud music or parties that got out of hand. Like that's just wild. I think I burned myself. Fatima, what are you doing that you burned yourself? Oh, just kidding. Okay. Okay, let's see. So, Sebastian, Virgo. What's going on with this lawsuit? All types of fights. Lord have mercy, you pissed that person off. Dios mío. Okay. I'm not gonna like read comments, so I'm like I have to like focus on this hardcore. Ooh, I feel like the pressure is on me. Oh Lord. Okay. And I'm sorry, Seba, to be like all giggly, but I'm a giggly person. You know, it's not that I'm not taking your questions serious. I'm just all kinds of giggly. So, you're being sued by your neighbor because you have a bad relationship. Will it go well for you? And I don't mean to be an ass, but I'm sure it's not just because it's a bad relationship. Like, you guys got some beef, you guys got some serious drama there. Like if it's a lawsuit, like they have like probable, probable cause. I can't use that term. That's not proper. I feel you saying I laugh at the worst moments. Me too. What the heck? Why am I shuffling all kinds of weird? Okay. Seba, here's my deal. I literally have 3 cards right here. All face down, right? You saw that. Now you tell me, do you want me to read these 3 cards right here? Because they literally are the only ones, 3, exactly what I was going to pull that came out. Or do you want me to keep shuffling and repick your cards? You tell me. This is your call. So I'll wait for you to answer. Fair. Yes, read them. All right. Page of Cups in the reverse, the Hanged Man, and the Knight of Swords. Ooh, okay. So, Seba, this person is ready to cut your head off. This person is, they're ready to fight. They're ready to fight. They're ready to fight. I guess your question was, will it go well for you? Will it go well for you? Fuck, man. Excuse my French. Will it go well? Seba, intuitively, my feeling is telling me no, because you have the Knight of Swords here. You have, like, they are just ready to come in and, like, just fuck shit up. Excuse my French. They are just ready to, but here's what's conflicting to me, okay? While you have this Knight of Swords ready to fight, there is someone standing behind this knight that is trying to influence his decision with love, with sympathy, with empathy, right? So this neighbor wants to come in and just cut your damn head off. But there's someone in the background that is like, don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that. So you have someone, they have someone that's trying to talk them out of it. And is trying to do it in a loving way. Is trying to do it in a like, so here's an example. If this person, right, because this is definitely the person that wants to come towards you, the person that's trying to see you, if this person is older than you, like much older than you, the example that I can give is that you have this person here that's like, don't do that. Sebastian is like, can be your son. Would you want somebody to do this to your son? Blah, 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 blah. He's just a kid. That kind of feel, right? So this person's ready to just come in and like fuck you and take everything you have. But then you have someone in the background that's just trying to be like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so harsh. Don't do this, because that's the feel, right? That they're coming in very harsh. And then you have this person here that's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. With the Hanged Man in the middle, I mean, this is the perfect storyline right here, right? This is a perfect storyline. It's odd because that's the emotion that I'm getting behind it, right? So I'm going to redraw and we're going to see if this is actually going to go good with you. Because this person, Sebastian, whoever that is, like, they're just, dude, they're ready. They're ready to just give it all they got. And to be honest, if he's suing you and you guys are going to court, like, you're going to need your own form of protection, right? But I'm sure you've already known that. So you have the Six of Pentacles with the Two of Wands in the reverse. Underneath the Hanged Man, go figure. With the Eight of Pentacles. This guy or this person is plotting on exactly how it is that they're gonna like fuck you over. It's almost like I'm getting the feeling that it's not going to be enough. Like this is someone that's just gonna come back and fight and fight and fight and fight and fight and just keep on and keep on and keep on. Oh, Sebastian, like you got a handful in front of you. You really do. Like I'm sorry to say that. I'm really sorry to say that. But you got your hands full right now. And this is going to cost you some money. It's going to cost you some money. Like this person is just yeah. So Sebastian, your question was like, is it going to go well for you? I don't, my love, I don't see it. I can't tell you that it's going to go horribly bad, right? But I'm not going to tell you sit back and chill, right? I'm not going to give you that advice because this person, like, look at that. They're going to find every which way to, like, fuck you. Excuse my French again. I hope you're over 18. I mean, I hope you are because 1982, if that's the year you were born. He's gonna come back and come back and come back and come back and just keep like look like this one pentacle isn't enough. It's like he's gonna be like, no, fuck you and 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 you know what, and fuck you again and fuck you again. And I'm sorry I just dropped so many f-bombs, but that's like how harsh this is coming across. Like that's how like cutthroat this is coming, right? Like it just get ready for a fight, truthfully. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a financial fight that you guys are just going to constantly battle back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, or if it's just because this person's just not going to give up, right? So maybe you guys might go to like a small claims court and there'll be a decision that'll be made, right? Look, a decision, but it's in the reverse. And he's going to be like, no, I want more. Like, no, I'm not okay with this decision. I want more, under the Knight of Swords, right? So I hope that makes sense. But will this go well for you? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, don't worry about it. No, like get ready for this person to just come back and come back and come back and come back and come back, because this isn't someone who's just gonna sit and let this ride, right? Like if they're either gonna go hard or they're gonna go home. Like I hope that answers your questions, right? I mean, you can overcome this. You might you very well could come out on top, but it's not going to be an easy fight. Like it's not just going to be something like quick. It's just going to be something that it's going to cost you money, and it's just going to kind of be like nonstop, like until you guys are exhausted. Like I hope that makes sense. I really do. And like I said earlier, if you need something more in depth, if you go back to some of my like older videos, I have my email up there. Feel free to shoot me an email, or honestly like to just keep me posted. I would love to know like what this person right here is like plotting, because that's like some wild shit. Like he's just not gonna give up. So I'm going to have to move. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Sebastian. I really am. That's like that's wild. That's really wild. I'm sorry that you're going through this. I honestly hope like you didn't put yourself in that situation, because that's wild. I hope that helped you, my dear. I will email you Godspeed. Touche. Okay, so let me start going back to where did I leave off? I left off with Sebastian. So after Sebastian, there you are. I got to Sophia, but I don't think I don't think I've seen a Sophia. Sophia, if you are still here, please send me your email. Not your email. Listen to me, que loca. Your question. And then after Sophia, the next person was Sydney of Swords. So if either of you are if either one of you are still here, please send me your questions. I don't think there's, well, yeah, there's a couple of people. Where am I? Yeah, of course, Laura. Honestly, I think it like sucks having to like go up and go down, but you guys can just post the questions when I'm done. That way, we can kind of keep it like that. But I want to make sure that whoever's here and wants a question, like, I'm getting to. Does that make sense? So, Laura, yeah, you can go ahead and just post your question. And anyone else, if you guys are here, just feel free to post your questions. And then I'll kind of do the list from there. Because, like, this scrolling up and, like, catching people that aren't here, that sucks. Oh, I'm so sorry, Fatima. Does that mean that I, like, kind of skipped you? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, guys. So we'll do it like that. We'll start it with Laura. We'll go from Fatima, and then we'll go to Karen. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. No, don't apologize. I have to apologize. I'm so freaking sorry. Oh, thank you. I try. So who did I say? Tell me in detail. Yes, but what's your question, Laura? Oh, wait, I think we talked about the sex stuff, right? I think it was you that talked about the sex. What? If that's you, post your question. Oh gosh, I haven't played with this deck in so long. Oh, I am excited. I am excited. I have not, like, this desk, listen to me. This deck is like if you can tell the difference, right? Like, these cards, like, you can see how they're like bent, and like they just, I mean, you can't feel them, duh, but like I've had this deck for years and years and years, and you can just tell that it's like worn. And then this one is so fresh and crispy. Oh my gosh, it's great. Laura, if you can post your question for me, please. Let me see. I don't think I saw. I don't know where I'm at anymore. We will use the sex tarot. I just have to know what I'm asking. And yes, it's about to get heated up in here. I love this deck. Honestly, like, I've considered getting, I've seen like a red deck that they use when they talk about sex. I don't know what deck that is, but I know that there's like a red one that a lot of YouTube tarot readers use, and that deck is explicit. I'm an Aquarius. He is an Aries. So do you, like, is there something specific you want to know? Like, does he enjoy your sex? Are you going to ask, like, if you guys are going to have sex? What it will be like when you have sex? You know, like, is there something specific you want to know? All right, I'm just going to start pulling cards, and I guess we'll see what pops up. Let's see, Aquarius and Aries. What is your mix sexually? All right, we're going to shuffle one more. No, I didn't. I didn't see your question. I was wondering. I was like, what am I asking? If you don't mind, Laura, would you post it again? Pretty please. Like, I see the one that says, like, I'm an Aquarius, he's an Aries. But, like, question-wise, no. I didn't see it. So if you could post it, that would be fantastic. And yes, Daniel, you can be added to the list. Honestly, Laura, I don't know if you've actually posted a question or if I'm bugging out, but I don't see you posted it 5 times. No way. And I don't see it on my end. That is so freaking crazy. Oh, well, no, I don't think that should matter. I was going to say, cuz I think there's like a filter that like filters through like comments and stuff like that will like get rid of anything that's like raunchy or like considered inappropriate. But I mean, is anybody else seeing what Laura's posting about the question, or am I just like bugging out? Because I don't see it. I do not see a question. Like, I see where you said that like you're an Aries or Aquarius. I don't even see that post anymore. Hold on. Oh yeah, I see that where like you're saying that you're an Aquarius, he's an Aries, but I don't see. No, I mean, does anybody else see the question? Yes, I don't see it. Right, Fatima? Like, I'm like literally scrolling through. Type it shorter. Okay. Oh, that is so wild. Probably too much letters. Huh. Or like some raunchy stuff. You know what I'm saying? What he want to do to me. Ooh, okay. I see that. What he want to do to me. Oh, girl. Yes. All right. I see that. Oh, that is funny. And Eleni, if you're here and you want a question, I can definitely answer something for you. So I'll answer your question, Eleni, once I get done. So I think right now it's Laura, and then we're doing Fatima, and then after Fatima was Karen, and then we have Danielle. So Eleni or Eleni, if I'm saying it right, you will be after Danielle. All right. So let's see. What does he want to do to you? I sound like such a pervert right now. Oh, excuse Tay and her perverted ways. That's crazy. I can't be the only person that likes to talk about like sex stuff. Like, woo, I'm all about it. Oh gosh. All right, let's see. What does he want to do to you? The excitement is real, in case you can't tell. So, what does he want to do to you? I love that stuff. All right, give me something juicy for Miss Laura, because we want to know. It's Aries and Aquarius. All right, we'll do one more shuffle. All right, you got the Ten of Swords in the reverse. He's grabbing a titty. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. You have the Hierophant. I love the Hierophant in this deck, and I'll show it to you in a bit in case you're not familiar with this deck. Can you see that okay? Like, I want you to enjoy these pictures. Let's see. With the Seven of Swords. With the Seven of Swords. I'm going to clarify this, okay? Because this is like a sexual tarot, but granted, it's still tarot, right? So, hold on. Homeboy is into some stuff, girl. He is. All right, let's do one more. Hold on. He is into some stuff. Like, I'm really getting like BDSM vibes. And if you don't know what BDSM is, like, girl, Google it. Did someone flip? No, nobody flipped. Okay. All right, but you guys did. Oh, yes. Yes, my kind of guy. My kind of guy. Let me tell you, homeboy is about that life. Oh, Lord. Yes. Okay, you want me to get explicit, girl? We are going to go there. Let me just say this. If you are over 18, please don't. I really can't tell you not to listen, because Lord knows you're still going to do whatever the hell you want. But let me just throw it out there. If you're not 18, this is not for you. So, like, girl. Well, I can definitely tell you he is like obsessed with like you giving him head. Like, he is obsessed with it. This is someone who loves oral sex, like, is just down with the get down. He is also someone that it's not like a gentle oral sex. It's like if you Google like face fucking, or you like put that like in a porn site, like, he's about that life. Like, if you don't know what I mean by that term, search it up, because that's like, he's about it, girl. He is about it. Um, he definitely won't be. He has a thing with like you being a servant to him. Like, look at this. Like, so here it like there's a girl serving a guy, and then underneath this table you have someone that's like eating her out with his hand all up in her ass. Like he has this thing of like being served but being pleased, right? Like, girl, I'm telling you, total BDSM vibes. Like, this to me is a dungeon, right? And like I said, if you don't know what BDSM is, please Google it. Like, this is just dungeon. This is dungeon vibes. I get that he has like a thing with like people, like, I don't want to say people, well, yeah, like people watching, and not watching, let me not say that, not like orgy type, right? I don't see him being like an orgy type person, but I see him being like having sex or doing like naughty things, right? Like, I don't know, giving him oral sex, him eating you out, whatever, in places where like you guys could get caught, right? So go into like a dressing room. I'm not telling you to go out and hanky panky in a dressing room, but I'm saying things like that, like being in a dressing room, being in a bathroom, being somewhere where like, it looks like you're doing one thing, but you're really doing something else, right? Because you see, so if you cover this, and I'm sorry for the glare, I know that sucks. But if I cover this, you see how it just looks like she's pouring him something, and then bam, here's really what's going on. Like, he's eating you out with like his fingers and stuff in your butt. Like, that's what it is. And then out here, they're out in the open, and again, he's like playing with her tits, right? And he's under her. Like, you can't really see him, but you see that he's playing with her tits. So that's what I'm getting. Like, girl, he is about that life. Like, he's like, look at this, like rough, right? Like, oh, did I just lose you guys? Oh my gosh. Did I just lose you? Because my screen looks like it says that something went wrong. Let me know if you guys still see me, because I'm recording on one device, but I have my other device up. So you can still see me, yeah, Laura? Like, you can see me, you can hear me. Okay, good, because look what I'm getting. I'm going to show you my phone. Look at that. You see? That's the message that I have on my phone. Oh, that's wild. Okay, good. Oh, that kind of threw me off. Girl, I don't know. I think that's a sign. Somebody wants me to shut up. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me go back into it and see if... Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. All right. That was wild. Somebody want me to shut the hell up. All right. I got you guys back on. So, like, he's just... There's a lot of, like... Yeah, I know. It was getting juicy. Like, I so very BDSM vibes, right? Oral sex, like he wants to face fuck you. Like, look how he is like shoving his dick in her mouth. You see that? Very dominant, very like just like like, I'm gonna freaking, like, whatever he wants to do to your vagina, he wants to do to your face. Very BDSM type. Like, this is so dungeony, like, just, yeah. With the oral sex, if you want me to be in detail, he's gonna do it forcefully. Like, you see what I mean when I talk about the face fucking? Look how his hand is on her hair, right? So he's like shoving her hair into, like, he's shoving your face, like your mouth, on himself. And then here you have the same thing again, right? Like, you see how his hands, it's like he's... If you Google face fuck, this is the exact position you're gonna see. Like, not that Tay's about that life, because I am, but I'm just saying, this is what you're gonna see. Very dungeony, like, just, this card to me screams BDSM. He is definitely into, like I was saying, having like he wants to have sex in places where you guys might get caught. Might not necessarily, let me scratch that. Not necessarily that he likes that feeling of getting caught, but that feeling of like you look like you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, right? And with this, I kind of get that he just wants to take it like anywhere he can, right? That he's like, I'm gonna take your ass whenever I want to take your ass. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? Like none at all. Remember the beginning I said I love the Hierophant? I love the Hierophant in in this deck. And the reason I say that is because I'm going to reference back to BDSM. And like I said, if you don't know what that is, Google it. In BDSM, there's something called aftercare, right? And it's basically taking care of your partner after you guys have those intense, wild, hectic moments. If just looking at this card brings me so much emotion, right? And this is someone that, yeah, he's like, yeah, he's rough and he likes the oral sex, and yeah, he likes it anywhere, and yeah, he likes to be rough, and yeah, he's into this, BDSM life, and yeah, he's dominant, but he's also someone who he like how do I explain? He's not only clicking with you sexually, he's clicking with you emotionally. This is someone that will take care of you after the roughness. Do you follow? Like, look at how he's holding her. I don't know if you can really tell, but there's like blood spatters in this card. Like, I hope my angles are okay. But there's blood spatters here, right? And then you have the nun and you have literally the high priestess. So not only is there a sexual connection with you guys, there is also a very emotional connection. Like, this is a man who will just take care of your emotional being too. When we're talking about um when we're talking about uh you know the like something so rough as this, consent is driven by it, right? Just clarify for me, Laura, are you aware of BDSM? Like, do you know what I mean by BDSM? Like, are you familiar with it? And yes, Fatima, he is a softie inside. Okay, fair. So so you know what I mean when I'm talking about consent, right? He's not gonna go like he's not gonna mess with that, right? This man, he, just as much as he loves you sexually, this man loves you emotionally, whether you're aware of that or not. I love this card. I love when I see, I love it. I love when I see the Hierophant. Oh my gosh, the Hierophant. And I was saying the High Priestess. Girl, that's even better. That's even better. So sexually, I just spilled the tea. You know what he wants to do to you. I don't think that that's like news to you. But I feel like this is something that you needed confirmation on right here, the Hierophant. This is someone that you can trust, right? You can trust him with scenes. You can trust him with safe words. You can trust him and know that he's not going to cross that line. He might push it, right? He might want to push some of your hard limits, and you'll know what I mean. He's gonna push that, right? He's gonna try and take you there, but he's not gonna cross that line. Like, he knows what line to set and what boundaries not to cross, right? And he's like, girl, this is beautiful. Like, I wish that was my reading, because I am down with the get down. You're a good reader. Aw, thank you. Thank you. And I hope that helped. I mean, it sounds like it's something you're aware of. But still, I hope that helped. And who was it? Yahala? Yes, you can ask a question. I actually have a list going. And to be honest, Yahala, you'll probably be my last one. So we finished with Laura. After Laura, it was Fatima, right? And then after Fatima was Karen. After Karen was Danielle. After Danielle there was someone else after Danielle. I know there was someone after Danielle, and then whoever else. So I'll finish the readings after this last person that came in, after Yahala. Awesome. I'm glad it did. I'm glad it resonated. I am. That makes me happy. So, Miss Fatima, we're going to move on to you. And yes, Eleni, were you the one that was after Danielle? I know there was someone after Danielle. I just didn't remember who it was. My question was... All right, hold on. Skirt! Let me stop this. I want to focus on this. So, you know what? Let me get something. Give me like... Fatima, just give me like 2-3 minutes. I'm actually gonna make my list because after that last person that came in, I'm gonna shut it down. So after Yahala, that'll be my last one. But if you don't mind, Fatima, I'm so sorry, honey, but just give me like a minute or two. I'm actually gonna write down my list and then we'll go from there. Because I want to make sure that I get everyone and I don't leave anybody out. So, come on, I'm a girl. I know I have like a pen somewhere here. So hang tight. Just give me un segundo, or maybe like 2. I want to make sure that I have like something to write with. So I'll be right back. Awesome. So I'm about to write on my toll violation. Oh, that is so funny. Oh, thank you, Eleni. I appreciate that. And yes, EXO show. You can ask something. So I lie. Yahala won't be my last one. It'll be the EXO show. And if you guys could do me a humongous favor, please, like pretty please. If somebody comes in after EXO show, can you guys just make them aware that I'm closing? Only because like I read my comments, but as I'm like in the question, if that makes sense, like I don't really go through them because the last reading I did where I went live and I was answering questions like that, it threw my energy off. Like if you guys were here for that, you might know what I mean, but it just, man, my energy was just, pay attention to the comments too, and it didn't work out well. Okay, so just a sec. I'm actually going to write this down. So Fatima, Karen, Danielle, Eleni, Yahala, and then the EXO show. Awesome. If there's somebody here who we didn't mention, speak now or forever hold your peace. Before I start the actual reading, because after that then I'm like officially done. So Dean Wayne. Okay. I'm so sorry. So DNE, Dane Way. You'll be after the EXO show, and that'll be it. Do you mind waiting, my dear? I know that's like a couple readings away. If not, if you have to go, like I mentioned earlier, if you go to one of my further videos, you'll see my email in the description. You can always shoot me an email. And that goes for anybody that's here, because I know I'm kind of not slow, but I know that my readings can go sometime. But if you guys gotta leave or anything like that, then or if I don't get to you, whatever, you know what I mean. If I don't get to you and you gotta go, feel free to just shoot me an email with your question, and then I'll answer you through there. Like give me the heads up. Hey, I was in your live, but you take too damn long, and I had to go. And here's my question. So give me a sec. Let me put my stuff away, and then we'll come back. Okay. Close my tattoo box. Sweet. Okay. Whew. All right. Thank you for being oh so patient. Oh so patient. So we left with Fatima. And Eleni, thank you. I hope I'm saying your name right. Eleni. Thank you for doing the list for me. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for doing that. So I was on to Fatima. Fatima's cool. My question was, what are his intentions or feelings for me? Okay. Intentions and feelings. Intentions and feelings for Fatima. Intentions and feelings for Fatima. Intentions and feelings. Let's see. Intentions and feelings for Fatima. Let's see. Intentions and feelings for Fatima. All right, so the Empress in the reverse, followed by the High Priestess. Ooh. So, Fatima, before I draw my next card, I have a rule. I don't know if you've seen my lives before. When I was taught tarot, I'm doing a 3-card spread, right? I love these cards, but as much as I love these cards, I have to stick to what I know. If when I deal your third card is in the reverse, I'll have to put these cards back and reshuffle. To me, that's a dirty draw. That means that this message isn't really for you, right? It's not bad, but that's the way I was taught tarot years and years ago, and it's always still something that I've gone by. If when I do the redraw, if we need to redraw and I do the redraw and they're still in the reverse, cool, we'll take it. But if it's all in the reverse the first time, I have to repeat, okay? I always say that. I always have to clarify that. So I'm going to pull one more and we'll see what that last one says. If it's in the upright, we'll keep it. If it's in the reverse, I have to put it back. And we look, yeah, he came out in the reverse. So if these bad boys are meant to be here, they'll come out, okay? So I'm going to swipe this out. I'll show you. All 3 are in the reverse. I'll clear the deck once more, and then we'll reshuffle. Sorry. I'm so sorry. But I have to stick to what I know. I don't like how unbalanced that was. And it's nothing bad, right? Don't let that scare you. It's not like a bad message. That just, to me, that just means that wasn't what you were supposed to know at this moment, right? And because, like, it wasn't for you. Just, plain and simple. It wasn't your message, right? I like to think of it as, because I'm live and tarot is energy, we might have been picking up someone else's. And that just means that that message it just wasn't for you. So let's give these bad boys a good shuffle so we can get something good and clear for you. Okay. Much better. Okay. You got the Four of Wands in the reverse. I'm going to scroll back up to where your comment was, where your question. What are his intentions or feelings? Oh, all right. Four of Wands. Eight of Cups. Hermit in the reverse. Oh, you had two cards there. Justice. You saw that? That was wild. I hope. Can you see my cards? I'm like trying to put them so you can like still see them. And the Nine of Swords. Okay. So I have to tell you, as I was shuffling that second time, it was odd because like how do I say? What's the best way that I can describe this? And I feel like I have to say this to you, and I hope that like it resonates. So as I was shuffling that second time, I got like a feeling of like there was like a shift in mood, if that makes sense, right? To where it was like happy, and then it was like something kept trying to like just stop it, like to block it, right? And then the Four of Wands came out. And when the Four of Wands came out, I thought to myself, yep. I was like, okay, I like it. I felt like it clarified what I was feeling. So before I read this, I get that whoever this is, I get that they have emotions for you, but there's someone behind this person. And I'm getting like a mother figure, I'm getting an older woman. I don't know if it's someone that he has physically there or if it's someone that is spiritually there, right? And I don't mean like I mean as like a I'm going to use this term. I don't believe in this term, but I'm going to use this term as a spirit guide. If you watch other YouTubers and other tarot readers, you'll be familiar with that. But this person that we're talking about has like some kind of influence behind him, whether there's an actual influence there in person, like a mom trying to like, no, do this, do that, no, do this, do that, or there's someone spiritually who is connected to this person, whether it's like a sibling that passed away, an aunt, but there's some kind of woman feel or like physical person behind this person, whether you know that or not. So I hope that like somewhat made sense to you, but now that I actually see your spread, I feel like I have to tell you that. I feel like I had to share that information with you. So now that I got my little spiel out the way, your question was, what are his intentions or feelings for you? So his intentions for you, I think let me see. I think that there are like, again, I don't know why I keep feeling that there's somebody behind this person, and especially with the Justice card there. So I'm going to ignore that feeling, and I'm just going to read like, what are his intentions and what are his, where am I? Intentions and feelings. So right now, I get that there's like a sense. No, wow, Fatima, you've stumped me. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's so wild. That is so crazy that like I literally can't read your card right now. That is so freaking crazy. That is so crazy. Give me a second to focus on this. What are his intentions and what are his feelings? What are his intentions and what are his feelings? So, holy shit. Even the pattern of these cards is like crazy because you have reverse, upright, reverse, upright, reverse. Like that's wild. That's wild. That like holy shit. So here's what I'm getting. Okay, and I have to read this exactly as it's coming out. So what are his intentions and what are his feelings? I get that his own emotions are scaring him. What I mean by that is that this person, he feels for you, right? He feels for you. And it's almost like these feelings is something that he doesn't know how to handle, whether you're aware of this or not. He sees something with you, something very beautiful, like, to be honest with you, something very beautiful. You have the Four of Wands here. Like, he's just, I'm getting like a calming energy kind of aura-ish. Like it's odd. I don't even know why I'm saying that to you, but I have to. So he has these feelings that are like overwhelming to him. Look, I'm going to pull the 3 cards that are in the reverse. Do you see this? It's almost like he's not used to feeling this and he's not used to receiving this. And it's kind of like this is something so heavy and his feelings are so sacred to him that he like keeps trying to put himself in hermit mode. And the more that he goes and puts himself in hermit mode, the more he's hurting himself. He is literally hurting himself emotionally over this connection, which is not a bad thing. It's actually something that I find very sweet. It's actually something that I find very sweet. And because these emotions scare him so much, and because they're so strong, I kind of get like the only way that he feels that things are going to be better, right? Because I get that this is someone that's scared to feel anything. This is someone who, oh, I get it. Oh my gosh, I get it. I get it. Holy crap, I get it. Okay, follow me, Fatima. You remember I talked about there being like a womanly figure in the beginning? This person was almost taught and almost made to feel that men are not supposed to be vulnerable. Men are not supposed to cry. Men are supposed to be tough. Men are supposed to be this and that and this. And something in his life, someone in his life, um, almost like, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Almost made him feel like you'll never find the person you love. True love doesn't exist. Blah, 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 blah. He might have seen his parents divorce. He might have seen some kind of like abuse within mom and dad. Maybe he was conceived out of abuse. But this person right here is what influenced him on being so petrified, because that is the word, of his emotions, of what he is feeling. And granted, it might not be, you guys might not have been together for years. You might have not, you guys might not even be dating right now, or whatever the case is. But whatever these emotions are for you, Fatima, to him, it's something new. Like, it's something that he's been taught. It's almost like he's been taught that it's wrong to feel this way. And it's so, like, like, it sucks to say that, but whoever this bitch is, like, this person has, like, emotionally, like, screwed him. When it comes to love, and when it comes to what a man is in love, this person has emotionally, like, fucked him, right? And this, like, what's even more sad about it is that his way of making things better is almost to, like, walk away, right? It's almost like this man is so emotionally scarred that he is willing to give this up. He is willing to give up such a beautiful connection, right? Because I don't think that it's only you feeling this connection. I feel like he's feeling it too. He is willing to walk away from this to stay sane, to not have to handle and not have to face these emotions. Like, look at all these cups behind him. He is willing to walk away from that. And I get that he's willing to do that because of whoever this person is. Because whoever this person is, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, it's wild. Like, there's feelings there. There's a lot of feelings, whether you're aware of it or not, right? And like I said earlier, it might not be like marriage type feelings, but his feelings, whatever he's feeling at this moment, is new to him. It's new to him, and it's making him feel like, no, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is not, I wasn't raised to care about someone this much. I wasn't raised to give someone these cups of love. He wasn't raised for that. He wasn't taught that, right? And psychology says that when you are not expressed love and given love as a kid, like, it scars you for life. And there you have it. Like, it's there. So the way that he faces this is like he goes hermit mode to, like, disguise what he's feeling or hide what he's feeling. Like, he talks himself out of those emotions. So what are his feelings? His feelings are there for you. His feelings are very much there for you. What are his intentions? His intentions are to try and block his feelings. His intentions are to kind of like he's going to mimic this behavior. He's going to mimic the justice behavior, right? He's going to mimic the I don't want to say I'm going to act like I don't care, but I'm going to say he's going to act like he doesn't care. And it's because he doesn't know how to handle this. And that's honestly really sad. That's really sad. Like, I feel for him, because this person here, like, really emotionally messed him up bad, really bad, to the point where, like, he's afraid of his own emotions. And that just sucks. That totally sucks. Fatima, I'm so sorry I had to share that with you. Which, I mean, it's not bad, right? It's not a terrible reading. I mean, there's emotions there, a lot of emotions. The problem is that he doesn't know. It's like he's been taught that those emotions are bad. Those emotions are very bad for him to feel. He might have had, like, an abusive father, maybe. I could totally be wrong with that, but there's some kind of, like, verbal or physical abuse that he witnessed, or that he knows about, or someone around him went through. And I think that's where those that teaching, like, brewed from. So wow, that was pretty intense. That was to me, that's it. That was like an intense reader. reading, intense reading. And I hope that helped. Hope that, what the heck? I can't even talk right now. I really hope that helped. I really do. All right, so after Miss Fatima, who did we have? We had Karen. All right, Karen, if you're still here, please post your question. Yes, that's intense though. He doesn't share anything. Yeah, I can see why. Truthfully, I can see why. And that sucks. Like, you should ask him about his mama. Truthfully, ask him about his mom. Like, don't be like all up in the tea. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like he's the kind of person that for you to get information from him, you can't go direct. You have to like kind of like, oh, like so instead of being like, oh, how did your mom treat you, or how did your mom treat you, you would have to ask questions like, what was your childhood like? Like, what's your most fondest moments when you were a kid? What's the one childhood memory that sticks out to you the most? And see if it's a negative or a positive memory. Does that make sense? Like, that's the kind of way that you got to get information out of this kind of person. Like, you can't just go direct. You got to kind of like, be around the bush about what you're gonna ask. And does that make sense? Like, you almost gotta like nitpick him a little bit. So I'd love to know how that all turns out. I mean, it wasn't a bad reading. It wasn't. It just sucks for whoever that other person was. And I hope that helped him. So after Miss Fatima, we have Miss Karen. Will my love situation with Abel start moving forward soon? Does he still love me? Let's see, Miss Karen. Let's see. Will Karen's love situation start moving forward soon with Abel? And does he still love you? I love that name. I scared you in the beginning, Dito. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna lie. I was like hesitant. I was really hesitant to give you that information. I really was, but I said it because I didn't know where it was coming from. Does that make sense? Like, I didn't know. Like, it just, I started to feel it, and then I got that Four of Wands, and then it like, I thought it was confirmation, but somewhere in that message, like as I'm reading it, like it clicked, and I was like, oh shit, like, okay, I get it now. I was like, oh damn, like I get it. So sorry about that. I didn't mean to scare the pants out of you, but like I don't know, it messed with me a little bit, and it made sense, right? It made sense because that's how he's feeling. Like, that person, that's how they're making him feel. Like, woof, girl, I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry. All right, let me clear the deck because I started talking after that. Sorry, Miss Karen. I'm so sorry, Miss Karen. So let's see. Okay. Let's find out, Miss Karen. Will my love situation be able to start moving forward soon? And does he still love you? All right. Ooh, let's see. Will your love situation with Abel start moving forward? And does he still love you? What the heck? Okay. Will your love situation with Abel start moving forward soon? And does he still love you? Will your love situation with Abel start moving forward? With the world. So first card, you have the world in the reverse. Let's see who that is. Huh? Talk about moving forward. Look at that. Six of Swords. And one more. With the Death. Wow. That's like your questions right here. Will it start moving forward? Does he still love you? He does. He does still love you. But will your situation start moving forward? I think it will. I think the situation is definitely going to move forward because look, you have a card that talks about movement and the Death, right? And even though Death doesn't talk about movement, he's on a horse and horses move. So here's what I'm getting. I'm getting that, how do I explain? So it's going to move forward, but it's almost like it's going to be like a revamped kind of movement forward, if that makes sense. So I get that there might be like a cycle that you guys are in, right? Like it's almost like you guys keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. It might be arguments, it might be like, but there's some kind of repetitive behavior that is just happening. And it's, look, you have the world, like there's some kind of behavior here that is just, it goes on and it goes on and it goes on and it goes on. So it's like maybe he looks for you, you guys chat for a little bit, and then he like, leaves you on red, and then he comes back again, and then you leave him on red, and then he comes back. So there's like a constant like revolving, like a boom, like there's like this just, the best way I can describe it is like a cycle. Like there's just this cycle that you guys are just in, and it could be emotionally too, right? Where you guys like go really high, and then you go low again, and then you go high, and then you go low. So there's just like there's just like this repetitive, I keep getting repetitive. Will you guys move forward? Yeah, but it's like, okay, it's like the definition of insanity, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Well, that's kind of like, this is like, like that's what is happening here, right? Like there's like this thing that just keeps happening and happening and happening. And I don't mean by happening like, like this big like dramatic like tower. No, I just mean like there's just something that, there's like a habit you guys just keep doing back and forth with each other, right? If you guys don't stop that, and you guys don't move on from whatever that is, right? There will be no movement forward. Because look, they're moving forward, right? And you see the rough waters here. This is that cycle. This is that little, I hate to say this, but the little game that you guys are doing, right? For in order for this, your future ride to be clear and smooth the way it is here, this needs to stop. So whether it's that not enough effort is being put in, maybe it's that, maybe it's like an effort kind of thing, right? Look, because it's very minimal here, and then you have this big, so this is where you guys could go, but this is what you guys are doing right now. So it's very like just very small, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I kind of feel like with, I think the second part of your question was something like, if he still loves you. I get that that could be out of, one out of two things. Either you guys are, I mean, I would have to, how do I explain? If you just asking if he like still loves you, it's either you guys recently went through like a fallout, and you guys like separated, or something ended, and that's why you're asking, or you're asking because there was like an argument, or like something like that. I don't think it was an argument, but there's like definitely there's distance here. There's whether it's physical or it's emotional, because this is distance, right? If you want to bring this together, whatever that cycle is that you guys are doing with each other, it has to stop. It has to stop. You have the death card, you have the world card, the two cards that talk about like like cutting shit off. So the potential of the relationship, moving forward, it's there. And it's there on both of your behalfs, because both of you guys are on this boat. He's not paddling himself, right? Like he has someone on that boat, and you're in that boat willingly ready to paddle with him. However, like there's whatever little cycle you guys keep playing with each other needs to stop. Like, not I'm not talking to you like I'm your mama, like telling you, you need to stop. But what I mean by it needs to stop is that it needs to stop in order for this to come forward. The movement is there. He wants the movement, you want the movement. But there's this thing. It's almost like there's no clearness to it. There's no like, I want to say communication. I don't have a communication card here, but I have to tell you communication because that's just what pops in my head. So whether it's a lack of or a too much of, or maybe you guys are just like chatting, but you're not really getting to like the core of what you need to talk about. But there's the cycle. I mean, only you know what cycle I'm talking about, right? Like only you know what I mean by that. So until that cycle ends and you guys revamp it, it's not going to go anywhere, right? You guys are just going to keep, like, again, the cycle, you're just going to keep doing it over and over and over again. So if you want things to move forward, Karen, I think you're going to have to make the first step. But it's like, you're going to have to, how do I, man, that's like, I think that's the best way I can describe it, because the more details I want to give, like the more I think I'm like messing myself up. So basically, yes, there's movement forward, but there's something like the approach. That's the word, approach, fair. So I think the way things are being approached, is what needs to change, right? I talked about revamping. I think that's what needs to be revamped. This cycle, right? That the approach, that's the perfect way. Thank you for clarifying. That's what needs to change for this to go forward. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I really do. Like that's the best as I can let me see. I think I made myself two of it. Yeah. It could have been. Remember, I said not enough or too much. So there was definitely, yeah, I recently had stopped the cycle. I cut him off completely. I see maybe he realized he needs to try. Yeah. We have been doing this since we separated, but it was just like very small conversations. Yep. Girl. I mean, there's possibility, Karen. There's like, look, like he's not in this boat by himself, right? He's not in this boat by himself. But it's crazy how you got two cards that talk about cycles, that two cards that talk about endings, right? So whatever that little that miscommunication is, like it has to stop. And now that I'm reading your comments, like it makes sense. It does make sense. And it sucks that sometimes like we have to go against what we feel for someone to get it, right? Like it's wild. Yeah, they keep telling me he is my soulmate, and it's so hard for both of us right now. That's true, but Karen, let me remind you of something, hun. You know, just because you feel like he's your soulmate, right, doesn't mean that he's your soulmate right now. Does that make sense? Like, I hate to say that, but you know, sometimes we have to be with people to learn lessons. Sometimes we have to be with people to learn just how to be as humans. And you know, like, always use your gut. If you feel like you were just too available for him and he wasn't putting in his work, then just let it be. You know, and I don't mean that like in an asshole way. I mean that as in like a woman to woman kind of way, right? Like this isn't just tarot right now. This is like, you know, me and you chatting. It does suck. Like, don't revolve that around it being like your soulmate. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you put in the work and he wasn't putting in the work, then there's only so much you can do to attract that there. Do you follow? Like, I don't know where I was going with that or why I was even just going all Dr. Phil on you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should have named my channel Tarot and Dr. Phil. Because I can Dr. Phil all day. Oh, you're welcome, dear. You're welcome. Sorry about that moment. I hope you know what the heck I was trying to say. All right, my dear. I'm a psychologist. Okay, so you, all right. Good. Girl, I love it. Awesome. Thank you. You get it. I'm in school right now to be a PA. And girl, like, that was my favorite class, was psychology, because I was like, woo, shit, I could read tarot and pick people's brains. Like, hell yeah. sorry. Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right, Miss Eleni, thank you for that. Thank you for posting the list. So yes, next is Danielle. Danielle, if you're still here, I know I just took forever. Please post your question. Oh gosh, that was just too funny. As much as I tell myself that I'm gonna make this like short, it never happens. That's wild. As much as I say, oh, I'm not gonna go into detail, I'm such a liar. I can't believe myself. Oh Lord, that was funny. I don't know. I don't think Danielle is here. Let me scroll back up. I'll give Danielle like another minute, and if Danielle isn't here, then Eleni, you'll be up next year because you're the next one that I have on my list. Let's see. And Gala, I'm good. How are you? And Yahala, no, you didn't miss yours. So I'm on Danielle, and I don't see Danielle here. So next would be Eleni. And then Yahala, you're after Eleni. Oh, you're welcome. So I'm an Aries, general reading for May and June, or May through June. Okay. So let's see. So you're an Aries, a general reading for May through June. Let's see what shows up. From May through June. So let's see what shows up for May through June. Let's cut the deck. Let's start shuffling. Let's see, general reading for May through June. It's a general reading for May through June. Okay, so a general reading for May through June. So you have the Four of Swords in the reverse, the Ten of Wands in the upright, and the Two of Swords in the reverse. So here's what I have. There's a general reading, right? Take this two ways. Either there's going to be like some kind of thing, right? Like some kind of event. And I don't mean like by party event. I just mean like something that's going to happen. That's going to make you like withdraw emotionally. Or there's like, I get that there's just, this is revolving around communication, not communication. This is revolving around you and your emotions, and it's almost like you're going to separate yourself emotionally from something that is just it's just heavy. I don't know if it's something that maybe you're contemplating now. I don't know if maybe this is something that you're aware of now, right? That you're currently in this, right? And then finally, like come May and June, you're going to decide, you know what, that's it. Like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Whether it's whether it's love related or like work related, but there's something so heavy burden here. And it's interesting that I like, because I don't have like love cards, and I don't have like work. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it doesn't, I don't have either or, right? All I have is thoughts and I have burden. Um, but like I said, I don't know if it's something that it's like going on right now because of that contemplation. And then finally you're going to say, you know what, like I'm going to make my choice, right? I'm going to, like, I've contemplated this. You took a break. You took a break, and it's almost like you've thought and you've thought and you've thought and you've thought, and finally it's like, you know what, like no matter how much I think about it, like the situation sucks. The situation sucks. Like no matter how hard you contemplate it, the situation sucks, right? And then finally making that choice. I don't think it's going to be something easy. It's not going to be something fulfilling. It's not going to be something that makes you happy, if I can say that. But it's definitely something that I feel like needs to be done. Needs to be done. And it's, I mean, obviously it's a choice, right? There's a choice here. There's a choice here to make. And it's not a very fun choice. It's not a very happy choice. But it's a choice nonetheless. So, what was your question? I think what was going to come towards you, or like a general, from May through June. Your emotions, like, you know, how do I say, like, your emotions are just like kind of tied up. Your emotions are very, very tied up for May through June. There's a lot of emotional confusion here, right? And the only, like I mentioned earlier, the only two things that I feel like would have you in this kind of energy is either love, which is odd because I don't have cups here, or like finances, but I don't have pentacles here. And I don't mean just like you financing, right? But it can be like just like, job related. But emotionally, like there's something going on here. I mean, and only you're gonna know that, right? I can't I really, I have to clarify this. I'm sorry. I have to. I mean, I hope you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying this to you. I don't think it's like new news to you because you've had that breakdown in communication, right? Like you've talked to yourself about this, if that makes sense. But we'll just clarify. I have to clarify. Ooh, King of Cups. Oh boy. Sorry. I didn't mean to get all loud. Let's pull one more. I have to pull one more. Like there's did someone flip? No one flipped. Okay. I feel like I had to. Oh my god, this is freaking wild. Holy cow, this is wild. Look, I said we were missing cups and I said we were missing pentacles. Right? Look at that. I just said this. So, I hope that brings clarification to you. So follow me. This very well could be a decision in a romantic kind of thing. If it's for a romantic partner, oh man, I want to say this, but I don't want to say this. So if it's a romantic, like, kind of confusion with someone else, right? It might be for someone that like is already with someone else. Or it might be someone you work with because there's pentacles here or something, business related. That could be an one option for the whole love thing. But then again, I'm kind of getting that, if it's work related, it might be someone that you like have like love for. Does that make sense? And you have to make like some kind of choice, some kind of decision, like about this person. Wow, that's really weird. That's really weird. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm talking about. I really hope you do. But I guess, okay. I don't know. I guess that I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense to you. I really hope that it does. I really hope. So, yeah, it's both happening. Holy cow! Deciding amongst two men plus firing an employee. What? Girl, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that, my dear. I really am. I really am. I'm so sorry, Eleni. Like that's wild. That's super wild. Sorry, I know I'm a little late, but I don't like to like read my stuff, my comments as I'm reading because sometimes like it throws me off as much, as weird as that sounds. But oh. Well, I hope that gets better for you, hon. I really hope that do because that energy just felt like ugh. Does that make sense? Like it was just the whole energy around it was just very like ugh. Like it just I don't know. It's tough. So I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely feel what you're going through and what you're feeling because that was some tough stuff. All right, so after Miss Eleni, we had Yahala. It's a girl energy at work. Low vibration. Oof. Sucks, man. Like, oof. Terrible. All right, let me clear my cards again. And that's pretty cool. I just caught that. You read, Eleni. That's awesome. That's super cool. Well, I definitely hope that resonated with you, especially if you read. So yeah, Hala, you're up next, hon. Let's see. Will I be extremely successful at drop shipping like I want to? I don't even know what drop shipping is. I tried to help her. I came to a realization today her energy is way off. And that sucks. That really sucks that, you know, if it's, how do I say? Let me say this before I keep, so I don't like mix one thing with the other. Um if it's like your own business, it sucks like that to like have to cut someone off, dude. But at the end of the day, there's two things you don't mess with. You don't mess with people's money, and you don't mess with people's family. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, it's just, if she's messing with one of those, then homegirl gotta go. I need more energy than cards, though. So I could tell, but I clarified with the reader. Aw, fair. Fair, fair. You're welcome, dear. You're welcome. I'm glad I was able to like at least, give you some kind of clarification. So, and good luck. I know that's probably like a crappy situation to be put in. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, girl, two things you don't mess with. You don't mess with someone's family, and you don't mess with their money. And if she's messing with either or, homegirl gotta go. So Yahala, let's see. Selling items online, basically. Okay, fair. Would I be extremely successful at dropshipping like I want to? Okay. Extremely successful. I like that. Extremely successful. Extremely successful. I love the way that sounds. Let's see. All right. Oh, well, there you go. 5 of Swords. It's not going to be easy, I'll tell you that. That's right, boo. You got dreams as long as you're making them work. Holy crap. Ah. Okay. With the 7 of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. All right, my dear. So, will you be extremely successful? Yes. You got the Queen of Pentacles. You are going to be sitting pretty in your moolah. However, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. I kind of get that. How do I explain this? I get that you're going to lose some friends along the way. Right. I get that if you're going to partner up with someone else, be careful. You might start doing this with someone else, but I don't think you're going to end doing this with someone else. This card here talks about being sneaky, and it could literally mean someone stealing from you. And if you see here, it's almost like you caught that person that was trying to steal. Do you see what I see? It's almost like here you caught the person and you were like, oh, you fucker, like why did you do that? Do you follow? So it's not going to be easy. There's going to be like a lot of just like a lot of headbutting. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's going to be a lot of just I don't know. First, I keep thinking like friends and family. Those are the two that are most prominent here to me, right? But there's definitely gonna like you're gonna lose people on the way. You really are. Whether it's because they're acting shady or because they're like legit like stealing from you. Um, right? If you go into business with someone else, just keep your guard up with this person, with these people, because look, you have two people there. You might even have three people there. Do you follow? So just watch your back. Do you see what I'm saying? But just be careful. Just be careful. And it might not necessarily be like stealing from you financially. It might just be like um a stealing from you creatively. Someone that's gonna like knock your dreams down, and someone that's gonna say, no, don't do it like that, do it like this, do it like this, do it like that. But I feel like once you like get over this and once you overcome that, like you're gonna be fine. And the fact that the queen is sitting here by herself, I kind of feel like you're gonna bring yourself there, right? That you're gonna end up being like the only CEO. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna have CEO 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7 sitting there. No, like it'll just be you. It'll just be you, and I feel like because of this is why that's gonna happen. Do you follow? So you're gonna be successful. I really do. I don't know what your definition of extreme is, but you're gonna be successful. You're definitely gonna be successful. Queen of Pentacles. You're gonna have what you want. Let's put it like that. You're gonna have what you need and what you want. Just whatever this is right here, just watch out for it. I'm not saying that's gonna happen right now, right? But because this is tarot and we're so blessed to be able to give you some predictions, just keep your eyes out for this. Keep your eyes out for this energy right here. So I hope that helped you, my dear. A millionaire. Maybe I should protect my name on my business. Good idea. I'm thinking of partnering with my fiance. What? No. Girl, no, don't do that. Don't do that. The people that you think wouldn't steal are the people that steal, right? Because we confine in them so much that they're the ones that blindside us. I'm losing friends now. I think I need a partner. I think I need to partner at a certain point when the business gets large. Take it one step at a time. And that's just from friend to friend. Just take it one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Remember, not everyone has your best interest, and you're going to come across a lot of haters that are going to try and change your idea, take your idea, make you feel like they can do it better, but you stick to your grounds. You stick to your grounds, and you stick to what you feel is right in your gut, and that's what's going to bring you that success that you want. So I hope that helped. So after Yahala, we had the XO show, and then DNE year after. I don't even think XO is still here. XO or the XO show, if you're still here, go ahead and post your question. You're up next. And then if the XO show doesn't post anything within like the next minute, DNE Way will take you, and then you'll be my last one. So I'm going to shuffle while I wait for the XO show to post. And if she doesn't post or he, then DNE, I'll answer for you, and you'll be my last one. And that's very true. You never know who you can trust. Money changes people. You know what I'm saying? Like money really changes people. And to be honest with you, Yahala, like, to become that successful, like, you're bound to build envy, like, girl, sometimes you might not even be able to trust your own mama. And that's sad because money changes people. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so I don't think the EXO show is here. So, DNA way, you can go ahead and post your questions, and you'll be my last one. Hello, Brianna. I can definitely tell that it's like time to end it because my energy is just coming down. Let's see. I fell out with my mama over money. Ooh, girl, you see what I mean? Like that's wild, and that's your mama. So imagine a fiance. I'm not telling you to go break up with the guy, but just putting it into perspective. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the EXO show's not here. DNE, I'll do your question, and then I'll be done for the night. We're about to go 3 hours in. Yes, thank you. You're welcome, honey. You really are. And best of luck to you, my dear. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to you. Okay. Ooh, sorry. I take my glasses off. Holy moly, my mascara just got into my eyes and it is burning. Okay. Yes, y'all. Now y'all learned something about Tay. I wear my glasses at night. Oh, that's funny. I fell out with my mama. That's crazy. All right. Danny, let's do this. Ay, coño. I'm a 29-year-old male Capricorn. I just want to know if there is any woman out there that is interested in me as far as love goes, even though I just want my 29-year-old Leo friend. Okay. Let's see what's up. All right, let's see what's going on with Mr. DNE Way. Let's see if there's any woman out there interested in Mr. DNE, even though he wants the 29-year-old Leo. But is there any woman interested? Okay, I'll take it. Six of Swords. Okay. With Three of Cups. Flipped over. With the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So is there anyone interested in you right now? Here's what I have. Wow. So I have two things, truthfully. If there's someone that's interested in you right now, I get that it's someone that you know. It's someone that might live at a distance from you. Um, and is someone right now that is in a shitty situation. They're in a shitty situation. They might have kids and they might like be with like their, baby daddy who treats them like crap, or they feel like they're being treated like crap. Um, but if there's someone interested in you right now, I get that this person is with someone else. And I get that this is someone that is with like their baby daddy. Do you know what I'm saying? Because this card has a kid in it. And you have swords here and you have swords here. So I get that it's someone, I'm taking that as being the same person. So if you know someone that fits that description, that's probably the person that's interested in you right now. Or I also get that there's someone who you like constantly party with who also might be the person that's interested in you. There's that kind of like, party mode here or mood here too, that also has like a like for you. And maybe it's not like how do I say, so maybe it's not someone who you're like physically partying with, but it's someone that you guys bring like some kind of happiness and joy to each other, right? That it's like it's kind of like a social kind of thing. Does that make sense? Like celebration. So I get that there's two people. There's someone that is like in a relationship, right? Like a shitty relationship that is interested or has like their eye on you. I'm not saying that they're like in love with you or anything like that. No, but you're of interest, or someone who like there's some kind of like there's like a happiness here, like a happy communication, right? So it's either someone that you like party often with, or someone who you have like in close connection to, right? Someone who you actually like that's the best way that I can put it, that you actually connect with, like someone who you guys like talk often. And it doesn't have to be like an everyday kind of thing, right? But you guys actually like know each other. Because I see drinks here, maybe you've gone out to drinks with this person, or maybe that's how you guys are going to celebrate this crush. But I get that there's two people. You have like a Debbie Downer right here, and then you have like just someone so like uplifting, somebody very this card's making me like have like the happy vibes, versus this one, that this one's just like ugh. Do you follow? So I honestly think you have two people, maybe more, but you have two. Or let's add a curveball. Or this person that's interested in you, this could be their intention. This could be their intention. This could be someone who is like in this shitty situation, and they're probably like, man, I can't wait to get out of this situation so that I can come forward and tell you how I feel about you, or so that I can come forward and be like, hey, I like you, let's start vibing. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's start celebrating together. Let's So that could be a possibility too. That very well could be a possibility too. And I think your question had like a second part of it, didn't it? Or something like that. Even though I just want my 29-year-old for oh, okay. Fair. So I hope that like helped somewhat ish. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to know if your Leo friend likes you or is interested in you, I mean, shoot me an email and we'll clarify, and we'll like, do like a little personal reading. I don't charge for my personal readings, to be honest. I just do them. The first part I got, but the other part I don't go out. It doesn't have to be like an actual physical like going out. It could just be someone that you like have, like a closeness to, someone that you, how do I say, like just communicate with. Does that make sense? But that could have gone basically like three ways. So it could have gone the way I first explained it. It could have gone the second way I explained it, or it could go the third way I explained it, where both of them kind of meshed together. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't think you're like, that you're like totally closed off and that like nobody pays attention to you, right? But there's definitely people that have, some kind of interest in you. I don't know if it's that Leo friend, but there's definitely someone, at least, if it's not two people, then it's at least one that has their eye on you. So I hope that helped. Thanks for sticking it out as long as you did, because I think from the time that I talked about doing a reading for you to the time that I actually got for you, it was like an hour. So thank you. If anybody else is still in here, thank you guys too. Yeah, I mean, that's where I close out. I feel like I might have to email you about her, but yeah, of course. You can always email me. Like I said, I do free readings all the time. So just shoot me an email. You'll have to go into like either my description box or like in some of my past videos, and my email's on there. Just shoot me an email. We'll clarify, and I'll get you the info that you need. So yeah, I hope you and everybody else that's in here has a great night. My energy is like done. 3 hours in, like that's really dope. So yeah, shoot me an email. I'll keep an eye out for it, and then yeah, I'll have your question answered. So all right, I'm sending you guys my love, and until next time, have a good night.